Guys, welcome to today's lesson. Today we are going to learn how to detail a cantilever retaining wall. So I'm going to drop in the description the link to the retaining wall we designed. So in that case, we know how to model and analyze and also design the retaining wall. So for this time, I'm going to use, for my reinforcement, I'm going to use Y16 at 200 just to explain to us. Then for my distribution, I'll use Y12. Okay, so this is the center line. So the height of the stem is 3 meters, the toe is 1 meter, and the heel is 3 meters. Yes, so the thickness of my stem is 300 mm, while the heel and toe is 350. So I'm going to use these lines as the center line. So I'm easily going to offset. Now for offset, I'm going to change the layers. Okay, so offset, so 300, that is 150. So 150 in this direction, 150 to get 300. Then for my height and stem, I'm going to offset 175, that is 350 divided by 2, this and this, then also this and this. Okay, so I can delete the center line since I'm no longer using them. Okay, so you can see this, so you can chamfer this to this and this. Okay, so the next thing I need to do now is change the layer. So I can change my layer to retaining wall. Okay, then I can draw the remaining parts, then join it down. Then with the top, got my retaining wall. Then the next thing I'm going to do now in this case is I'm going to provide for the reinforcement. So I can join these two together, since join or unite, any command you want. Okay, so I'm done with this. So I will offset 50 for my cover, 50. Okay, also 50 for the cover. So I'll join these two together. Then also this 50, then 50. Okay, so what I'll do, then I'll join the top bars, join, yes, then chamfer, yes, this also, this also, this also, and this also. Okay, so I can break a little line there. Okay, it's just a rough sketch. Okay, so trim and also trim. Okay, so I have my stem and toe reinforcement. So I have to change the thickness. So that's by changing the layer to this, yes, to the rebar. Okay, then I'll turn on my, yes, so you can see it. So I'll match property. Okay, so I'm done with that. So the next thing I need to do now is for my stem. I need the reinforcement for my stem. Now in this case, some people use, like they do for their column, they can just go with a straight line like this, something like this, and go up. But in my case, I use a U-bar so that it will be easy to construct. So I use a U-bar. So I can start here with my U-bar. I can bring this bar down. Okay, I can bring this bar down. Then offset 50 for this, 50 and 50. Also, then I can chamfer it, and this also. Okay, so I don't want it to reach this particular length. I can just terminate it somewhere here. Okay, so hold this and trim. Yes, okay, so I can see this. So the next thing I do is I'll match property for my bars. Yes. Okay, so I've started with the starter bar, that's a U bar. Then I'll need another bar that will go up, so I can lap it from somewhere at this point and stop somewhere here. Okay, and also copy and somewhere here will be good also. Okay, so I can match property and this. Okay, so I'm done with this bar. Then the next thing I need is for my U bar. I'll need a U bar similar to that, so I can continue like this. So offset 50. Okay, chamfer. Then copy this. Sorry. Okay, so I can chamfer it also. Yes. Okay, so I can extend this one. So make it. Okay, and chamfer. Okay, the match property, so it becomes thick. Okay, so I'm done with that. So the next thing I need to do now is my distribution for the base slab. So I'm going to create what we have, like a donut, probably diameter 30, enter 30 again. So we have this. Okay, so choose the layer I want, the bar. Okay, global weight, probably let me just try 100. Okay, so you can see this. Then I'll copy it and turn off my auto. So I'll copy it and paste here. So we have the first one and we have the next one. So for the distribution, I want to assume 200 spacing also. So I'll click this, then array. Okay, array part, then I'll choose the part. So this is my part. Okay, so what's my spacing? 200. So I'll choose 200. Okay, so you can see it. Similar with these two. Array, choose your part, then choose the spacing you want, 200. Okay, so I have that. So the next thing I need now is this is my starter bar. So I'll need like a distribution bar to my starter bar. So I can pick this, copy, then paste somewhere here and paste somewhere here. So array, yes, part. So select 200 also. Okay, similar with this. So pick parts. So select this and change the spacing to 200. Yes, so we are done with that. So you can see that is going over. I can decide to terminate it at this point, so I can click this through and explode it. So explode. Okay, so I don't need this and this. Okay, so I can select this, copy somewhere here and somewhere here. Or what I can do now is I can decide to shift this a little bit back. Okay, so yes. Okay, just a rough sketch trying to explain how I detail my retaining wall. So I have this. Then the next thing I do is array. Spacing 200. Okay, so I can see it going up. So I don't really need it up to this point, so I'll explode again. Explode. Okay, so I can 1, 2, then delete. So similar with this, so I can just copy this to this side. So copy. Now you'll notice that I'm placing my distribution bar inside, in between, because that is the way it's supposed to be. I can't place my distribution bar outside. That means if I place my distribution bar outside, that means it's actually not behaving like a retaining wall again. It's now behaving more like a beam, because in this case it depends. Let's say we have our soil at this point. We have our soil, so our soil is trying to push it. Then this is this longitudinal bar that is trying to retain it as a cantilever, like it's trying to retain it. But if I put my distribution out, then I'm designing it as something else, as more like a beam. So that's all. So I'm done with this. Then I can now copy this, copy and paste inside. Let me turn off my auto. So paste it inside there. Okay, and also inside the at this point. Okay, then I can array. So array part. Then okay, so choose your spacing also 200. Similar to this. So I don't need this. I can delete this. Explode. So I can delete this. Yes. Okay, so I can just copy 1, 2, and copy. This is the retaining wall. So the next thing I need to do now is to dimension it and call out the reinforcements. So I can go to my dim style. I'm just starting a new page, so just a new work. So modify precision, this text, probably let me try 300 at first. Okay, set current. So let's see it. So we can see this. Okay, so 300 dim style, modify. Okay, so trying to 150. Yes, set current. Okay, so you can see it. You can decide to put arrow if you want, whatever dimension style you want. You can check that. There are more tutorials on that. Okay, so you can see the thickness of my heel and toe. So you can see this. Okay, 350. Then you can see the length. You detail this. Okay, and we know, yes, 850. And this is also okay. So we already know what that is. Then you can get the height. Okay, yeah, okay, so we're done with that. The next thing now is for me to call it out. So to call it out, I'm going to use create a new layer and call. I can rename it callout. Rename callout. Okay, so choose whatever I want, continuous, whatever color I want. I can decide to change the color and use red, and I can also decide to change this, then green, so we can easily see it. Then the rebars, I can decide to use blue, but we're not here for fine art, so I'll just go back to white and white. Okay, so that is it. So I'll leave the call out as red, so you can see. So the first thing I have now is my call out is I can call this one out, call it out straight and turn on my auto. Okay, then I can put an arrow, just small arrow. hatch it. Okay. So solid, just 1 and 2. Okay, so we've done that. The next thing I'll do is text. I'll put my text. You can edit your text style whatever you want. So go to text and put it. Sorry. Okay, so I have what I'll label this is now U bar Y16. That is Y16 at 200 center to center. Sorry, 200 center to center, a U bar. So you can see it. So I'll just increase the text height and use it all through. Okay, so this is the first call out I have. Sorry. Okay, Y16 200 center center U bar. Then I have this one, the next one. So I'll watch how I'll call it out. Yeah, there's no standard method of detailing. There's no really standard method of detailing. It's just for you to explain. So this one is so Y16 200 center to center. I can decide to say far face and near face. Okay, so we have this. Then next I have for my stem and toe, I can decide to call it out. Then I can before that, let me call this one out also, so as my starter bar. So I was saying some people don't use this U bar as their starter bar, but me I prefer it because that's why I construct mine on site. So I have this, so you call it out so you can see it. Okay, starter bar, starter bar. Yes, I have that. So the next is this. I can decide to call it out and call it out in whatever direction I want. So just do some few. Sorry, it's not straight because it's in the hurry. Okay, so I have this. So the next thing I'm going to put now is my bars also. So from probably maybe my calculation, and I'm assuming I got a value of also Y12 at 200. So I'll change it. This is top. Then the other way down, so I can mirror it. Something like this. So mirror. So I'll just mirror it and change this to also bottom also. Okay, so we have this bottom. So the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to call out my distribution bars. So I have to call out this distribution bar. So I can just pick any random three. Probably one. Let me turn this off. So I'll pick a 1, 2, and 3. Then call it out the way I want to call it out. So I want to assume Y12. I want to use Y12 for my distribution. So call it out Y12 at 200 center to center. Maybe you can whatever you want. Distribution. It's just your style of calling out. The same thing I can do for this at the bottom here. So I can just pick any random 3. This. I just showed you my style of detailing a retaining wall. Probably like this. So you can put the number, you count the number if you're interested, and you do that. Okay, so white off at this distribution. So thank you for watching today's video on how to detail a retaining wall. Please, if you have any question, make sure you drop it in the comment section. Thank you very much.